The news that some Ugandan students' degrees had been rejected by some universities abroad on the account of being expired caused tension and cast a cloud of uncertainty in the education arena. The National Council of Higher Education has said there is no formal communication from any international university regarding rejection of any degrees from Uganda.
About the document allegedly originating from the University of Cambridge revealed that it was fake. The confirmation was made by the university's academic secretary, Dr. Mike Glover.
The council met vice-chancellors and heads of other degrees awarding institutions and principals of tertiary institutions on the status of their various programs and courses. It was agreed that the time for the review of the programs be pushed to 30th November this year.
If they decide to phase out a program, they need to notify the National Council for Higher Education so that the record is straightened. But it doesn't mean that those who qualified from a program which has been phased out, and if it had been duly accredited by the National Council for Higher Education, that doesn't mean that their qualifications are not recognized. So their qualifications will be recognized.
So what is the process of getting a program or course accredited by the NCHE?
The first stage of the review process begins at the institution with the internal mechanisms that begin from the departments, they go to schools, they go to the senates, they go to council. Council is the body that caters for the resources on these programs. And after all those internal processes are completed, then the universities and other tertiary institutions submit these programs to the National Council for either assessment or accreditation if they are.
According to the council, a program that does not meet the deadline will be still considered for review.
But the institutions will not be allowed to enroll on those programs until they are submitted for review. The assumption is the institution at some stage may want to still bring them back, or the institution may wish to phase programs out.
It takes 6 months for the council to accredit a course. Also, for courses or programs which were merged, the institutions are required to register them as new programs. For the institutions of higher learning that will not have submitted their programs to the National Council of Higher Education for review by 30th of November 2023, it means they will not be allowed to admit new students, and therefore the liability will be on the institutions themselves plus the students who are required to find out the right information as to whether the courses or the programs they want to take are still valid. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.